ready for chanting? Okay. Okay, we'll close our eyes attentively. Next 5, 7, 8 minutes, we are only going to focus on the Lord. Okay, forget everything else. Dunya mein nothing more is important. These 7 minutes in a week are the most attentive minutes for concentrating on God. Everything else goes in the back burner. Who cares about other things? Correct? Let's keep it like that. Okay? Only Krishna. Focusing and hearing the holy name. All of us will close our eyes, hear the holy name and give all our problems to him. Okay? Hare Krishna. Let's start. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Okay, Mataji at the back, you got your bead bag? Have your beads? Okay, take your beads and then we are going to start focusing now. Tatkal chanting for you. Okay. So आँख बंद करके एकदम स्मरण में. Okay. And if your thoughts go here and there, what you should do? We are not going to give that insight. मन को बहने दो. नहीं, मन को बहना नहीं चाहिए. Okay. So don't do all that. मन भटकेगा तो bring it back to the holy name. Bring it back to hearing the word Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Bring it back to the syllables of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Okay, then you will feel really different. You will feel a connection. Okay, try it out. Give it your best shot. Okay, we close our eyes. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So we'll commence our journey of Bhagavad Gita. We'll take it to the next phase. And what is today's phase? Practical applications of the Bhagavad Gita. Where is Mataji? He's coming? Oh, practical applications of Bhagavad Gita. So, before we begin, little bit of a quiz, especially for the people who are sitting behind, who did not listen to me. Punishment for you. So, what are the types of yoga that we saw last class?
Ashtanga Yoga.
Jnana Yoga, then Ashtanga Yoga, then Bhakti Yoga. These are the three types. Okay. Karma Yoga is there, but we'll discuss little bit बाद में बस discuss करेंगे. Okay. I don't want to confuse you all with Karma Yoga right now. But yeah, Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, and
Bhakti Yoga.
What is the attainment? अगर ज्ञान योग बराबर से किया तो क्या पाओगे? What is the goal you will attain? You didn't attend last class? Not Mukti. Mukti general. Mukti बराबर है लेकिन क्या कौन सा है कहाँ पे? Very good. Yes. Yeah. ब्रह्म ज्योति. We will attain ब्रह्म ज्योति. ये ब्रह्म ज्योति क्या है?
Effulgence of the Lord.
Very good. Effulgence which comes from where? From where? Which part of his body? From the toenails of the Lord. That is the full Brahman. भगवान के चरणों से जो आ रहा है. Which pervades the entire creation. Right? That is that light. I don't believe it. Toenail से इतना light कैसा निकल सकता है? Mind is telling that to some people. Okay? Toenail से क्या इतना light कहाँ से निकलेगा? But क्या sun से नहीं निकलता है light? जो पूरा ब्रह्मांड को why is not possible? Like we have proof, scientific evidence, right? No scientist has been able to figure out sun का light कहाँ से आ रहा है. Even if they take PhD from Massachusetts Institute of Technology, they don't know. Where does sun get its light from, right? They may have invented techniques of using the sunlight for different purposes, but they don't know what is the source of sunlight. And how come sun is giving billions of years it has been giving light like that, right? After some time the battery chala jayega, after a few hours, right? But sun is giving that light. So don't be surprised. Don't have sunshine or doubt in your heart about these things. We are talking about something which is beyond our daily experience. Okay, so Jnana yogi goes and attains Brahma Jyoti. Then what happens to the Jnana yogi? What are the two possibilities?
Seek for the relationship with the
There
God,
is no
or
relationship.
seek for the relationship, so which he has to fall down.
Okay, very good. You were there in the last class.
Finally.
Okay, finally. You are mentally also there in the last class. Okay. So from Brahman, what happens? Brahma bhuta prasannatma na sochati na kankshati sama sarveshu bhuteshu mad bhaktim labate param. One more. Okay. Would you all like to by heart important Bhagavad Gita verses? Hands up if you would like that. Only 2 3. नहीं करेंगे. Not many people are enthusiastic, right? Okay. No problem. We'll do it slowly. I'll give you all homework. Okay? Then whoever wants they can do. Brahma bhuta prasannatma na sochati na kankshati sama sarveshu bhuteshu mad bhaktim labate param. Which means a person who has attained that platform of Brahman, वहां से कृष्ण की भक्ति लग सकती है. मद भक्तिम लभते परम. Who is saying this? Krishna is saying. In which book? Bhagavad Gita. To who? अर्जुन को बोला कृष्णा. वहां से मेरा भक्ति लगता है ब्रह्मन के बाद. So don't think that निराकार is the end in all. ब्रह्म ज्योति पाना है बस हो गया खत्म हो गया लाइफ का. ऐसा नहीं. It's a good attainment. नहीं बोल रहे हैं, right? ब्रह्म ज्योति is very good. But उसके पीछे भी है कुछ. That's all we are saying, right? और उसके पीछे कुछ नहीं, बहुत कुछ है उसके. Right? उसके पीछे तो पूरा वैकुंठ शुरू होता है. Beyond the Brahman layer. Now, the jnani sees light everywhere, but the jnani can be content in the light also. Can he sit forever in the light? Can he sit for a very long time in the light? And that very long time can be thousands of years. Vileen. But after that, what happens? If you don't go there, what happens? Why? Why?
You're seeking relationship.
We are seeking relationship, but there is one thing that I said last time. There is one thing which is not there in Brahman. What is that?
The liking towards the God.
Na.
To serve the God.
Exactly. There is no activity in Brahman. सबको बोलेंगे एक्टिविटी के बगैर बैठे रहो, बैठे रहो, कोई एक्टिविटी नहीं. कितना देर बैठ सकता है? All of you, like you know, teacher used to tell in school, oh children, fingers on your lips. You remember in school you had it? Nowadays here I don't know, in Australia whether they do. Like we used to sit like this in school. That was the worst thing. And then we used to do like this. क्यों finger on the lips बोला teacher ने? That is why we used to talk like this. And then one slap after that, right? Because you can't remain like that. Can't remain like that. How long can you do fingers on the lips? After marriage, okay, maybe sometime. Correct? Uncle is laughing, full of experience. That laughter shows rich experience. Okay. So you can't sit fingers on the lips for a long time. So कुछ नहीं करने का ऐसा कैसा जमेगा? नहीं होने वाला. It is not going to happen. Right? You will feel bored. Huh?
Highly impossible.
Highly impossible. Right? Ask retired people, they will tell you, I want to do something. I am trying to get retainership in the company so that I work. पैसे के लिए कर रहे हो? नहीं नहीं पैसे के लिए नहीं यार, घर में बैठ के करूँगा ही क्या? You know, that's how people talk. Because people can't sit without act. Why? Because the nature of the soul is to be active. Always active. Active in what? Active in service. Now this is what I want you to remember. ये समझ गया तो बहुत कुछ समझ गया. Okay? The nature of the soul is to be active in serving someone. Either we are serving our family, but family is gone, then we are serving community, society, community, nation, international, animals. Ultimately, it comes to dog. Correct? But some people want to do something. If somebody is very lonely, what they'll do? They'll at least throw a ball. They'll have a Tommy. And the Tommy will run as a ball like aega and they'll say, my Tommy, my Tommy. Correct? Now, and you know what is the service? In India, you just imagine this. In India, who picks up excreta? They clean up everything, no? But here in a suit and tie, everyone picks up dog excreta in the morning and throws it in the bin. Why? Because they want to serve the dog. Right? So it is in the nature. What nature se nahi jata hai. Okay. The question is, who do you choose to serve? You can choose to serve. क्या है? मतलब कि ये दुनिया कौन किसका होता है? धोखा तो वही दे जाता है जिस पर भरोसा होता है. Have you heard this? No? I got autograph. 10th standard में होता है ना? Autograph. You know, one fellow wrote in my book. मतलब कि ये दुनिया कौन किसका होता है? धोखा तो वही दे जाता है जिस पर भरोसा होता है. Therefore, we are used to sometimes serving people who care two hoots about us. Can you give an example of it? Monday morning. That fellow. उसको सर्व करके कुछ फायदा हुआ है? ऑफिस मैनेजर हुआ? कुछ नहीं हुआ. कुछ होने वाला है आगे जाके? Is he going to be the cause of our happiness? Office boss? No way. Correct? But we keep on serving these kind of people. Okay? I'm not against office boss. I am myself an office boss. I'm sure my subordinates are also telling. ये आएगा सवेरे सवेरे इसको good morning बोलना पड़ेगा. Correct? To serve him. But the problem is all of us are serving people. मजा नहीं आता है. Whatever service we do, we don't get rus out of that. We do it because we have to do it, right? The reason is because other than Krishna, Bhagavan, no one else is infallible. What is infallible? Infallible means जिससे कोई गलती न हो. Who is beyond mistakes. That such a person is called as what? Infallible. And what is the name of Krishna by which he is known as the infallible? Anyone knows? Achyuta. Om Achyutaya Namaha. That Achyuta word is the name of Lord. Achyut का मतलब क्या है? One who cannot make any mistake. Whose reciprocation of love is perfect. He will never fail. बराबर से प्यार लो प्यार दो. Perfect. ऐसा नहीं मैंने क्या क्या नहीं किया, दिल दिया दर्द लिया. You know, not like that. Correct? What all I did for you, I didn't get anything. Not like that. You give and he will first class. He will also give back nicely. This is perfect reciprocation. Is possible only with Krishna. Okay, now we have to understand this. Therefore, we will be happy eternally serving only one personality. Who is that? God. बाकी को eternally नहीं. You can serve for 5 years, 10 years, 50 years, 40 years. After that, बहुत हो गया. Retirement, right? Even CEOs of company who have grown very fast, they also want to say, "Bas, retire," right? Everyone wants to retire after some time because you can't go on serving something which is imperfect. This material world is perfect. True or false? This material world is designed to dash. This material world is designed for what? To frustrate. It is designed like that. We have discussed this before. If I expect my car, मैं जोर से कार भगाता हूँ फ्रीवे में, एक उड़ेगा, no, it will fly. It will not fly. Thinking that the plane is flying, इतना फास्ट जाता है तो ऊपर उड़ता है, मेरा गाड़ी भी उड़ेगा. No, उड़ जाएगा गाड़ी. करे उड़ेगा नहीं. So because the car is not designed to fly, so this material world is not designed to give us eternal happiness. This material, the relationships of this material world, कितना भी हो, okay, हम बने तुम बने एक दूजे के लिए, कितना भी वो मूवी में कमला हासन and that रति अग्निहोत्री you know कुछ नहीं होगा after some time what will happen? रिश्तों में दरार वही होता है. After some time what happens? Katokat, right? So therefore eternally it is extremely difficult in this material world to have perfect relationship with everyone. Hands up if everyone is satisfied with whatever you do for them. क्या है करती जा रही हूँ. Nobody seems to be satisfied with me only. We all feel like that, ना? I'm telling you, everybody is feeling. We are feeling about others. मैंने क्या किया नहीं किया तेरे लिए. कितना करेगा तो खुश होगी तू या खुश होगा. And then that person is also telling, मैं भी कितना करेगा तू खुश. There is no answer to this. There is no answer. Because we are being served by people who are imperfect, and we are also serving people who are imperfect. And we are also imperfect on top of that. And our service also to others is imperfect. Why? Because right now we are called as conditioned souls. We are conditioned. Conditioned का मतलब क्या है? How do you know your conditioned soul? P-A-G-E-L. Simple. जिसको P-A-G-E-L है, that is conditioned soul. P for pride, A for anger, G for greed, E for envy, and L for lust. Right? So these basics have to be absolutely clear. So therefore, perfect reciprocation is only possible with Lord. So in the Brahman layer, what happens? The person wants to serve. Now there are only two options. Either he finds out, he goes further and starts serving the Lord from there, or because he has to serve, he can't stay in inactivity, so the person has to come back down. And then what does the person do when they come back down? They'll open Anath Ashram. There is that they will get into which kind of activities? Philanthropic activities. Okay. But these people will be very, very special. Because why? The switch has got switched off, but the fan will still rotate for some time with the spiritual power. So these people they will come back as big jnanis in this world, opening big institutions and doing big activities. Okay. These are people who have fallen down from the Brahman layer, right? Who are big tapasvis, who have come down. Of course, they still again have a chance to do bhakti and then directly go. Okay, second one, Ashtanga Yoga. How does a Jnana Yogi transition to Ashtanga Yoga? क्या होता है? Jnana Yogi is outside or inside?
Outside.
Outside seeing what?
Seeing the light.
Yeah, God only, but the impersonal form, Jyoti.
Yeah.
They are seeing everything outside. Now they want to know पर्दे के पीछे क्या है, ब्रह्मन के पीछे. So now what they do? ब्रह्मन के पीछे जो है वही आपके हृदय के अंदर भी बैठा हुआ है as an embassy. Therefore what do? Instead of opening their eyes and seeing Brahman, now they and go. That's called as what yoga? They try to find who? परमात्मा को ढूंढ रहा हूँ, जो मेरे अंदर ही है भगवान, उसको ढूंढ रहा हूँ. Right? That is called as what? Ashtanga Yoga. In Kali Yuga, one has to do Jnana Yoga and Ashtanga Yoga, otherwise there is no other way. Who said that? One person is awake in the class. False! You have to get up and say, नहीं, बंद करो ये शादी, ऐसे बोलते हैं ना, ऐसा हिंदी बोलते, बंद करो ये. Right? So Jnana Yoga is not possible in Kali Yuga. Why? Too much reading. I asked, that's why in the beginning, would you like to learn one Bhagavad Gita shloka? And Jnana Yoga करने चले? Correct? Where you have to read the entire Vedas. इसको time है भाई. अभी तो property prices, next property लेना है. Right? इसको time है. Whatever free time is there, we are going for inspections nowadays. Correct? Who can sit at home in free time and read? So even normal reading is not possible. So therefore Jnana Yoga is ruled out. वहीं पे संस्कृत पढ़ो 12 साल, सब ग्रंथों का अध्ययन करो, find out what is material, what is spiritual, by mental speculation. Nobody can do all that. Okay? And even if someone does it, it will take thousands of years to arrive at absolute truth. You have to study the entire Vedas. In Bhagavad Gita chapter 15, shloka number 15, 15.15. कृष्णा क्या बोलते हैं? सर्वस्य चाहम हृदि सन्निविष्टो मत्तः स्मृति ज्ञानम अपोहनम च वेदैश्च सर्वैरहमेव वेद्य वेदांत कृत वेदविद एव च अहम. Which means what? कृष्णा बोल रहे हैं, अरे पागलों, ये सब पूरा वेदा पढ़ने के बाद तुम किसके पास पहुंचोगे? मेरे ही पास. तो सीधा आओ ना, क्यों टेंशन? Krishna is saying, after studying all these Vedas, what you are going to attain is me only. So why waste time? Directly come to me. Do bhakti and come. This is what even Shankaracharya said. Samprapte sannihite kale nahi nahi rakshati dukhran karne. Shankaracharya said that I only taught all of you Brahman, Jnana, Yoga, everything. But I am the same personality who is telling you, you fools, don't get too involved in the rules of grammar and script, studying grammar and Vyakaran and whatever. Okay. Develop simple hearts and bhaja, which is what we did. Mataji sang Kirtan, Hare Krishna, and then after that what we did? Hare Krishna, Krishna. ये तो करना है. This is what even they have said. The biggest Jnana Yogi, the Acharya of Jnana Yogi is Adi Shankaracharya. He himself is saying Bhaja Govindam. अपने को क्या problem है? Right? What problem we have? Right? So this is Jnana Yoga. And then Ashtanga Yoga. Now, what is the perfection of Ashtanga Yoga?
समाधि दर्शन of
Samadhi, बराबर है, but होता क्या है? What do you get? Samadhi is a state, but what do you see? When you are perfected Ashtanga Yoga, you see the form of, very good, the Chaturbhuj form of Paramatma. वो जो परमात्मा हृदय के अंदर है, चतुर्भुज. चतुर्भुज means 4 arms. Okay, what is there in each? एक में laptop, एक में mouse. No. What are the 4 things? शंख, चक्र, गदा और पद्म. गदा means not donkey. वो वाला. गदा कहाँ से आया? शंख, चक्र, गदा and Padma, lotus flower. So this is what the Chaturbhuj form. So that is the Paramatma form. So Paramatma, they get darshan of Paramatma. That is the end of everything. Okay, there is nothing beyond that. False? Kyun? Yes, because you have got darshan of the Lord. भगवान का दर्शन हुआ, लेकिन भगवान से संबंध कहाँ बना है? सिर्फ मैंने तो दर्शन किया. Right? In the college, the boy has only taken darshan of the girl. After that, what he wants? हम आपके हैं कौन? होना चाहिए ना कुछ ना कुछ. Excuse me, where you are from? वो चालू होता है ना, वो क्यों होता है वो? Because with someone very beautiful, everyone wants to have a relationship. Now, if an ordinary person of this material world, we say is beautiful, can we imagine what is the beauty of the person who is the source of all beauty? वो कितना ब्यूटीफुल रहेगा, और उनको देख के किसको मन नहीं करेगा इनके साथ मैं संबंध बनाऊं. That's what happens when Paramatma comes and gives darshan. So beautiful, right? So therefore what happens? Paramatma, can you have a relationship with Paramatma?
Yes. Not in
Yes, only temporary. And there is no eternal relationship with Paramatma, because Paramatma itself is a concept only in connection with the material world. Bhagwan बोलते हैं, I am in the spiritual world. You go and you want to go and enjoy in the jail in the material world. तो मेरा एक छोटा सा अंश तेरे साथ आएगा अंदर, तेरे हृदय के अंदर. But when you are already going and living with him, he doesn't need to be there, because he is always there. He is in front of us, he is everywhere. Okay. So then there is no function of Paramatma in the spiritual world. Paramatma is only for what? Paramatma is our GPS back to the spiritual world. When I feel like doing something wrong, there is a voice which will come from inside. What does Paramatma say? Dil pe mat le yaar, dil pe mat le. That is exactly the voice of Paramatma. Tension mat le. Right? So when you want to give back to somebody, then there is a voice that comes. He is behaving like a fool, but I don't want to get into that. And Paramatma says, you don't behave like that. It's not always tit for tat. Like that. All those good messages, whatever you get, that is Paramatma. कुछ गलत काम करने जाते हैं हम लोग, तो कुछ रोकती है अपने को. नहीं. That's what? That is the voice of Paramatma. And कुछ after, even if you do it after that, no, Nobody has seen. Still you can't sleep in the night. Somebody asks you, "किसने देखा ही नहीं, तूने क्या किया?" Still you can't sleep at night. Why? गलत खोटा काम किया है यार. क्या मुंह दिखाऊंगा? लेकिन किसने देखा? So Paramatma has got two functions. Remember this now. Today's message. Paramatma has got two functions. Okay? U and A. U for Upadrishta and A for Anumanta. U for Upadrishta, A for Anumanta. In English, if somebody doesn't want Sanskrit, English. WS, witness and sanctioner. Paramatma is the witness all the time to whatever we do. We cannot say, किसी ने देखा ही नहीं, कर लिया मैंने. भगवान को भी पता नहीं. We are fools because he knows each and every thought of ours, right? And why we do something, right? Witness, and what does he do? He is also the sanctioner of those activities. Without his sanction, we can't do, right? So this is the role of Paramatma. So therefore, what happens? This Paramatma's role is very specific to the material world, to guide us back. But when we go back, there is no role of Paramatma. Now, therefore, this Paramatma comes out and shows us darshan, saying that my full component is there in the, you only seen subset. The universal set is in the spiritual world. That is why Narad Muni, when he got darshan of Paramatma, Lord Vishnu vanished from his eyes and said that in this lifetime now you cannot see me. Narad Muni, मैं क्या करूँ लेकिन? I want to be with you. I want to have a relationship with you. So what he said? No. For that you will have to follow which yoga? Which means what?
Chanting.
You have to serve. You have to surrender to a guru, a spiritual master. And you have to serve that guru. Only by his grace, guru's grace, you can attain me. You cannot say, ये गुरु को लाने की जरूरत है क्या बीच में? डायरेक्ट नहीं हो सकता कुछ टाका भगवान के साथ. गुरु का को बीच में यार. Can we do that? No. And we will explain. It will take time to understand this concept. You will not understand it immediately if I tell an answer. ये गुरु क्यों चाहिए बीच में? डायरेक्ट करूँगा भगवान के साथ. No. It has to be a guru in between. We will talk about that. You had a question, Mataji.
The one was Upadashta and another one was
Anumanta. Okay. Upadrashta means witness, Anumanta means sanctioner. Okay, so now what happens? What is the danger in Ashtanga Yoga? Very good. Full marks. 1 crore रुपए जीत लिया आपने. Okay. So you get what is called as Ashta Siddhis. With these Ashta Siddhis, what are some things you can do? You can bring, Prabhupada says, you can pluck a mango from Afghanistan and present it to here. माता जी आपको आम चाहिए? कौन सा वाला? वो अफगानिस्तान में गए थे हम लोग तो आम खाया था उधर. अभी देता हूँ ना. ये लो अफगानिस्तान वाला आम. This is called as what? Ashta Siddhis. So when we follow this process of Ashtanga Yoga, the Lord gives us Ashta Siddhis. Where is it mentioned? It is mentioned everywhere. In Bhagavad Gita also it is mentioned, but it is mentioned elaborately in the 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. 11वां अध्याय श्रीमद् भागवत का, उसमें पूरा चैप्टर कृष्णा is writing, if you do this you will get this power, if you do this you will get that power. Okay, to become taller than the taller, smaller than the smallest. Okay. Hanuman ji, we discussed Ashta Siddhi Navanidhi ke data, Asavara Deena Janaki Mata, Rama Rasayana Tumare Pasa, Sada Raho Raghupati ke data. We discussed it last time, right? In this context we discussed Hanuman ji. When Hanuman ji was trying to go towards Lanka, what happened? There were a lot of, it was not at Sri Lankan airline mein baith ke gaye, okay, Jain vegetarian market, enjoy the in-flight entertainment. You will be landing in Sri Lanka, okay, not like that, okay, immigration ke through jaake Sita ko dhondne lage, no. Hanuman ji had to go on his own, okay, he छलांग मारा उन्होंने, but एक छलांग में पहुंच गए, बीच में कोई बाधा ही नहीं आई उनको. Did he not face any obstacles, Hanuman? Yes, he faced a lot. In fact, this is one of my favorite stories. What happens is when Hanuman ji started going to Lanka, there were a lot of demons that came. Some were male, some were female. There was one female demoness who came like that. And she said, मैं तुम्हें खा जाऊंगी. There was an ad in Doordarshan, no? Like that. मैं तुम्हें खा जाऊंगी. So Hanumanji, what he did? He said, Acha. Then he Ashtasiddhi. He called for. What happened? He became big. So this demoness भी बहुत का वो भी उसका पास भी Ashtasiddhi था. And then Hanumanji big and she is being one. खत्म ही नहीं हो रहा है. And then what did Hanumanji do? Because Hanumanji is buddhi, bala buddhi, most intelligent. Suddenly he became very smaller than the smallest. So Anima Siddhi and Laghima Siddhi. Anima Siddhi means big, Laghima means chota. Immediately what he became? Because the condition was that you can't go until you enter my mouth. So what happened? He became small, entered the mouth, came out. Now condition fulfilled. So she couldn't stop him. Then he went. Now this has got two connotations. One is obviously the simple lesson that Hanumanji knew how to use his siddhis wisely. But you know what? Another lesson from this. Sometimes in life, to win, we have to become small. That's the lesson Hanumanji teaches by that lesson. हमेशा आकड़ दिखा के जीतेंगे नहीं life में. Sometimes what happens? We have to become humble to win something, right? Leaders, that's why big leaders, if you see, even in corporate world, okay, JRD Tata, who's one of my favorites, I always admired him, right? So JRD Tata is known not for his knowledge of steel, because Jamshed Irani was already doing his steel, Rusi Modi was doing steel, somebody else was handling tea business, somebody else was handling, Tata ka kitna business, motors, what is that, who is that, Sumant Mulgaonkar. He had very capable people handling everything for him, hotels, somebody else was handling, So he had a beautiful team with him. But what is the quality? Why everyone respected JRD Tata, even though he knew less than what they knew about their business. He knew much less than what JJ Irani knew about steel. Still, why they respected JRD Tata? Because of his humility, which manifested in philanthropy. But not all philanthropists are humble. Sometimes क्या होता है? मैं इन गरीबों को खाना खिला रहा हूँ. They can become proud also. But he was very grounded. Why do people like Sachin Tendulkar more than Virat Kohli? क्या फर्क है? Have you seen Sachin Tendulkar doing like this? Have you ever seen him frowning, fighting with people? No. वो बैट से दिखाएगा बस. And then he will be very humble, grounded. आईचा मुलगा, दादर वाला. Simple. Always simple. Even now, if you see his interview, simple. That's why people love him, for his humility. Cricket, there are many. Dan Bradman was also a great player. Humility attracts even the hardest of people. Even the hardest of people. So, it is said that out of all the qualities, if you have to put it in order, the most important quality which Bhagavan ko sabse priya hai is what? Humility. Somebody is always humble. Never expecting respect from others, but always giving respect to everyone. If someone can be like that, Vaikunta airline mein business class seat, first booking, window seat. Okay? Along with choice of cuisine on the way. Okay? Personal servants will be there. Vaikunta. People will come. That is the quality which Krishna likes most. Bhagavan ko sabse priya quality is humility. And the one thing which he cannot tolerate is what? Opposite of that is what? Arrogance and pride. Sawa. Kya baat kar raha hai? Like that mama outside that restaurant. I told you that? No? I was distributing books outside Gopal's restaurants few years back. We used to distribute books on the streets, right? So one mama came with lungi. Then he had nice food in Gopal's. Mama came out. I said, Namaskara, Mama. He said, Bhagavad Gita. What did he say? I know. Don't give. Now I cannot ask Mama, what should I ask him? How many chapters are there in Bhagavad Gita, Mama? And Mama would probably, if you would have not have known. So then I asked him, Mama, what's your favorite chapter of the Bhagavad Gita? That's another way. That way, Baba ko bura bhi na lagega, na? So, Mama obviously had never read, right? So this is called as what? Arrogance. Saying that I know everything, right? You don't have to take the book, but at least don't say I know everything. Say that I don't have time. Be honest. Nahi karna hai, interest nahi hai. Okay, no problem. Not everybody is interested, right? Everyone has a freedom to choose what they want to do in life. Krishna says, I don't take away freedom. तुमको आना है वैकुंठ में आओ, इधर ही सड़ते रहने छोड़ो, राइट? कृष्णा इज नॉट गोइंग टू कम एंड मेक द चॉइस फॉर यू. चॉइस किसको करना है? स्वयं निर्णय करें. एवरी टाइम कृष्णा टेल्स दिस, स्वयं निर्णय, स्वयं स्वयं खुद ही तुम डिसाइड करो. सब इंफॉर्मेशन है, अभी गटर में जाना है, इधर जाना है, नहीं गटर में ही जाओ. वो भी आपके लिए मैंने ही बना के रखा है, गटर फर्स्ट क्लास गटर है, जाओ उधर, राइट? गो एंड ड्रिंक अल्कोहल, एंजॉय विमेन, गेट एड्स, डाई. करेक्ट? Gutter is also there and this is also there. The choice is there, wide open. Krishna does not interfere with the choice. But if you have his mercy, he will tell you you have choices. Right? We may be imperfect. We may end up sometimes making the wrong choices. But if we are in Krishna Bhakti, Krishna will ensure that we will not. We may sometimes go to the gutter, but वहाँ भी कृष्णा खड़े रहेंगे, बोलेंगे उधर उधर उधर. That's exactly भक्ति योगा. In ज्ञान योगा and अष्टांग योगा खुद के बलबूते पे हम करते हैं. इन भक्ति योगा किसके बलबूते पे होता है सब? I'll translate in English. Jnana yoga and Ashtanga yoga, they are different from Bhakti yoga because in Jnana yoga and Ashtanga yoga, our endeavor is whole and soul. In Bhakti yoga, what happens? The Lord helps us. Because why? Why the Lord helps us in Bhakti yoga? Because our goal is to attain Him, not His impersonal Brahman or anything like that. Right? Our goal is मुझे आपसे संबंध बनाना है. So the Lord in Bhakti Yoga, that's a beauty. The Lord personally helps. What does the Lord say? The Lord says, "Tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyam." He says, the beauty of Bhakti Yoga is that even if you are 19-20, you know what's 19-20? Okay, even if you are a little imperfect, I will preserve what you have and I will give you what you lack. So Krishna ungli pakad ke leke jata hai spiritual world mein. Who doesn't want that? It's a good deal. Bhagwan himself will be there. Even in the imperfect stage, God is with you. And through these imperfect stages, God only takes you to the stage of perfection to be with Him. This is only available in Bhakti Yoga. That is why Bhakti Yoga is the best. Because apne upar bhar nahi. I have given everything to you. Okay. First time when I went to this, I used to go to various temples before. Okay. And every temple, what do? This is how I was used to praying. Correct? Like that. Okay. This is how I used to pray. When I went to the Hare Krishna temple, then Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, and I was wondering, ये क्या है भाई? वो तो नहीं है देवानंद वाला. That is what I thought. मैंने बोला ये नहीं है, ये अपना स्टाइल में नहीं है. I am South Indian. You know, that's what first thing it came to me. Right? This is not our style. I told also, नंबूरलल्ला इन मादरी पढ़ना माटो में. This is what first thought that came to my mind. हमारे में ऐसा नहीं होता है. Right? हमारा क्या है? In this lifetime I am South Indian. In the next lifetime I may be West Indian also. Correct? No? Right? I may be born in the town of Chris Gale in the next lifetime. So we are neither South Indian nor North Indian. So we have to remove all these paradigms when going to Bhakti. Okay? Rather we have to understand what's happening there. What does this mean? It doesn't mean I have had so much LSD and drugs now. Oh, मैं तो अपने होश में पूरा आसमान झूम रहा है. Not that. This means, oh Lord, I am surrendering my life to you. This is what Draupadi did, and Draupadi didn't do Dham maro Dham. This means that Lord, I am not able to control anything. मैं कान पकड़ता हूँ. I can't control anything. ये डोर मेरे जीवन की तेरे हाथ में भगवन. ये डोर मेरे जीवन की तेरे हाथ में भगवन. तो मैं दे रहा हूँ. I'm giving you. Please hold my hand. This means hold my hand and take me to you. I want to come to you. That's what it means. So don't mistake it. Based on the Devanand thing. It has got nothing to do with that. This is an aspect of surrender. In fact, outside also people do na. Police, surrender. करता हूँ ना. Correct? Don't we do this to the police? Hands up. So this is hands up to who? Now we are not giving to the police. We are doing to God. Which means I will now abide by whatever you are guiding me in my life. That's what it means. Okay. So don't have any inhibitions about raising your hand and loudly chanting Hare Krishna. क्यों हाथ कोई ने उठाया? Get used to it. Ram, Ram, Hare, Hare. Okay. So we are giving our door to him. तो बिंदास दे दो उसको. ठीक है? He will take care. He will take care. If we think that I am going to control my life, नहीं होगा. Very soon we will realize we are wrong. नहीं होता है. It's not so easy. Because हर एक मोड में क्या होता है? Every nook and corner of this world there is what? Danger. Who is saying this? I am not saying this. Prahalad Maharaj says that. Yesterday was Narsingha Chaturdashi. Prahalad Maharaj says, Padam Padam Vipadam Natesham. At every step in this material world there is danger and uncertainty. Okay? Danger and uncertainty at every step in this world. Therefore, Babuji, धीरे चलना. कृष्ण के प्रेम में जरा संभलना. ठीक है? तो धीरे धीरे जाओ. कृष्ण के पास संभल के. We have to protect our bhakti very carefully against the onslaughts of Maya. We have to protect it very carefully, right? And in Bhakti Yoga, it is said Bhakti Yoga is the safest yoga and the fastest also. सबसे safe भी है, fast भी है. So this is the beauty of Bhakti Yoga. Now, Bhakti Yoga में करना क्या होता है भाई? ये Bhakti Yoga बोलते जा रहे हो. करूँ क्या मैं? What should I do as a part of Bhakti Yoga? In fact, I am going to be giving a class in the temple on Sunday morning on this verse which I am going to speak to you about. It's coincidence, ना? ऐसा नहीं कुछ plan करके आया. That verse was incidentally there. Okay. So this verse is in the chapter of Narsimha Deva and Prahalad pastimes. Hiranyakashipu. You know Hiranyakashipu? Yes. Hiranyakashipu is asking his son Prahalad, my dear son, what did you learn at school? So what is it? Prahalad Maharaj telling him. Anyone attended the class I gave yesterday in the temple here? No? Okay. I had given a class. Okay, you attended the Dham program, no? In that temple I was giving class yesterday. Okay. So I was speaking about the practical lessons from Narsimha Leela. Okay. So, as a part of that, we were discussing this point that when Hiranyakashipu asked Prahalad, Beta, class में क्या सिखाया? What did they teach you at school? Okay. Prahalad says, Puna punas charvitas charvana now. That one should never chew the chewed. Right? One should not enjoy this material world. Rather, the human purpose of life is to develop love for Vishnu. So Hiranyakashipu gets very angry. After that, he starts harassing him. Right? But in the meantime, Hiranyakashipu has told all the schoolmates as well as the teachers, Shanda and Amarka, that इसको थोड़ा सीधा करो. मुंडा बिगड़ा जाए. Correct? इसको थोड़ा सीधा करो. So tell him that ये विष्णु करना बंद कर. Tell him कुछ तो बोल इसको. जिंदगी में कुछ बने, कुछ लिखे, पढ़े. That is what he is telling. Hiranyakashipu, what he wants? He wants the child like all of us want. मेरा बेटा डॉक्टर बनेगा. मेरी बेटी सर्जन बनेगी. Everyone wants that only. Correct? क्या will anyone say मेरा बेटा ब्रह्मचारी बनेगा? Book distribution he will do on Swanson Street. Anyone for it? Maybe not. वो तो दूसरों के बच्चे करेंगे तो मैं तारीफ करूंगी. कितना अच्छा संत बेटा है. तुमको चाहिए संत बेटा? नहीं, मुझे तो जावा C++ वाला चाहिए. Cloud computing वाला चाहिए मुझे बेटा. Correct? We always want spiritual children of our other people. This is the misfortune, right? Correct. So, but Hiranyakashipu is put an entire battery army in Prahalad school, teaching him, telling him उसको जरा संभालना है, बहुत ज़्यादा भक्ति में जा रहा है. उसको जरा tell him about the world, show him nice movies, show him some Bollywood. थोड़ा सीधा हो जाएगा, normal हो जाएगा मेरा बेटा. But what happened? Prahalad Maharaj is talking to his friends, and his friends are also asking him. Then Prahalad Maharaj is saying this. How to do bhakti? What is bhakti? They are asking. That's when Prahalad Maharaj is saying this verse. he says, he talks about the 9 components of bhakti. How many components of bhakti? 9. What are the 9 components? Okay, open your, what is that? Oh, cell phone. Google. Go to 7th. Okay, do one thing. I'll tell you how to Google now. Practical application of Bhagavad Gita. Okay, already started. Okay, go to your Google Chrome or whatever and type there Veda base. From now onward, we will always go to Veda base. Okay? Everyone should learn how to go to Veda base. Type Veda base. Vedabase. Veda base. Everyone gone to Veda base? Vedabase.io. Okay, you will get a screen like this. Okay. In that, go to Bhagavad Gita. Don't go click on Bhagavad Gita. उसके बाजू में एक blue color book है. That is called Srimad Bhagavatam. So click on that blue color book in between. Clicked Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Puran. Everyone clicked on this? This is Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay? In that Srimad Bhagavatam, go and click on Canto 7, the Science of God. Click on that. Clicked.
There's 6 chapter.
6th chapter? Yeah. 6th chapter.
To demonic.
Yeah, 6th chapter. So go and click on 7th canto, but click on 6th chapter. 6th or 5th?
6.
Okay, 6th chapter.
Instructions.
I thought it's 7, 5, 23, 24, no?
Evening
Nahin?
friend.
7th canto click किया everyone? 5th chapter, chapter 5. Okay, go to chapter 5.
Oh, chapter 5.
Chapter 5 and go to text number 23, 24. Go there. Okay, ready? So everyone can see the verse now? What is written there? First component of bhakti is what? Shravanam. Can everyone see that? Nahin? Arey baap. Go to Srimad Bhagavatam. Go to canto number 7. Okay. Srimad Bhagavatam, canto 7. Okay. Go to chapter 5 and go to text number 20 to 23. You will see Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. Can you see that or no? No? 23, 24? Okay.
So it is saying hearing and chanting about the transcendental holy name, form, qualities, spiritual India and pastimes of Lord.
7, 5, 23, 24.
Yeah, that's what it says here.
Huh?
That's what it says.
देखो एक I'm not very good with cell phone.
It says Shravana Kirtan.
हाँ है ना इधर 7, 5, 20, 23, 24 हाँ. It's there. Why?
There's an advanced view and a default view. Sometimes they will always be on a default view.
Default view.
So they'll have to go to advanced view on the top and then you'll be able to see the text as well.
Okay.
So click on text as well. It will.
I wish we had that today. Sorry, it's my fault. I should have asked for projector today. But maybe next time we'll set projector.
The click
So I
on
can
text
just...
also takes it over there.
Okay. So what is written there?
At the top. From here, you just
Can someone help people who do not have access to this behind, please? Prabhu ji, can you help Prabhu also? Show him also. आगे आपके आगे. अंकल जी को जरा बताइए ना. उधर उधर आपके आगे. सामने नहीं, immediately in front of you.
Advanced view.
Okay. So everyone okay? Got it? Okay. What is written first? What is the first component of bhakti? Shravanam. Shravanam means what? Hearing. Hearing about who? God. Shravanam. Krishna Katha ka Shravan karna. ये पहला component है भक्ति. Practical application. Okay, we'll settle down. Some people are still not there. Okay, if you don't have it, don't worry. Rana Mataji, ठीक है. Okay. Okay, we'll have to focus, otherwise we'll lose time. It's already 8:27. Okay, first component is Shravanam. Today we will by heart this. Okay. First component is what? Shravanam means what? Hearing. Second component is what? Kirtanam means what? Chanting. Chanting means two types. Chanting in Kirtan. Hare Krishna, that one, or Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. These both are chanting. Kirtanam. Right? And then third is what? Vishnu Smaranam. That's one word. Huh? Vishnu Smaranam. Which means what? Remembering Lord Vishnu. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. Third component of bhakti. Next component is what? Pada Sevanam. Pada Sevanam means what? Serving the lotus feet of Krishna. Right? Pada. Unka charan ka seva. Pada Sevanam. Fourth component. Fifth component is what? Archanam. Archanam means what? Worship. Deity worship. Deity worship मतलब क्या? मूर्ति पूजा, मूर्ति सेवा. ठीक है? मंदिर में जो मूर्ति होती है, घर में मूर्ति, उनकी आरती करना, वो सब, और उनको भोग लगाना. This is called as what? Archanam. ठीक है? Next is what? Vandanam means what? Prayers. Vandan. Prayers. Then Dasyam. Dasyam means what? Becoming a servant of God. Ramanuja Das. Adiyan Ramanuja. Dasyam. Becoming a servant of God. Sada raho Raghupati ke dasa. This is Dasyam. That's why Hanumanji is the best in Dasyam. Right? Okay. Then Sakhyam. Sakhyam means what? Considering the Lord as our eternal friend. Right? Sakhyam. Sakha. Sakhyam comes from the word Sakha. And Atma Nivedanam. Atma Nivedanam means what? Surrendering everything to, that is this. ये डोर मेरे जीवन की तेरे हाथ में भगवान. Surrender to the Lord. Okay. So we'll talk about, we are not going to focus on everything. We'll focus on everything through the next few programs, but immediately in the short term, in the next 3 or 4 classes, we will focus on Shravanam, Kirtanam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam. These 4 components majorly we will focus on. And some other. See, when we focus on one, the beauty of bhakti is, if you talk about Shravanam, many components are already, other 8 are also there in Shravanam. If you talk Kirtanam, the remaining 8 are also there in Kirtan. This is the beauty of bhakti. If you read the purport, what Prabhupada writes, Prabhupada is writing a commentary below. Prabhupada is saying, इसमें से एक भी हमने perfect किया. One of these 9, okay, if we perfect, we will go back to God in this lifetime. सिर्फ एक, कोई भी आप चुन लो, एक इसमें से. It's not like university. Oh, physics में 50 आया, chemistry में उड़ गया. No, it's not like that. Oh, medicine नहीं मिला उसको, English में इतना बेकार किया. You know, not like that. Lord says what? You will get 99.95 perfect score. Even if you do well in any one of the 6 subjects. Which university will give you 99.95? Only Krishna's university will give you. Right? Any one of these 9 if you perfect, okay. Correct? And there are people, there are devotees of the Lord, great devotees of the Lord, who are known as examples of each type, who have attained perfection in each type. For example, Shravanam. Okay, why is there so much disturbance? Why am I feeling that everyone is distracted? आज क्यों ऐसा है? Normally ऐसा नहीं होता है ना? आज क्यों ऐसा है? कुछ कर सकते हैं please, because माहौल नहीं बन रहा, मजा नहीं आ रहा है क्लास में. मजा आना चाहिए ना क्लास में, right? मजा नहीं आ रहा. So if the children need attention, no, please give them attention, okay? Because poor things, उनको क्या श्रवणम कीर्तनम भी समझ में नहीं आएगा और होता रहेगा. Okay. Can someone go and tell the children to the no, to she is gone, but the noise level is not coming down. Let them have a nice program, but not to make noise. Otherwise, if this is the noise level, we can't do any program. Ah, my God. लग रहा है ना everyone? Good? Thank you. I thought it was me alone. आप लोग सब मेरे साथ. So Shravanam, even if one is perfected out of that, ये जीवन अपना उद्धार. We will cross the ocean of birth and death. Even one. Okay, and who is the best in Shravanam? Whose example is given of hearing? Maharaj Parikshit. Parikshit Maharaj. Why? Why he was known as the best and most attentive hearer? We will talk about Shravanam today, till the end of our class.
Prabhuji, I was thinking all husbands.
All wives.
All wives, she is saying. देखो, इधर ही, only one can be true. अगर दोनों एक दूसरे का सुनेंगे तो झगड़ा क्यों होता है? Correct? See, he has already raised his hand like that. Surrender. This is supreme. प्रभु जी आप पुरुष नहीं हो, महापुरुष. Okay. Okay. So therefore, the best in Shravanam is the example given of Maharaj Parikshit. The story of Maharaj Parikshit is, Maharaj Parikshit was a lazy man. So he had to be given some incentive to hear. So elaborate arrangement was made in a 5-star hotel for him. Okay, nice speaker was arranged, mic was arranged, food was also served in between, and so that Maharaj Parikshit could hear Krishna Katha. True or false?
False. Big false.
False. That is why he is considered best in Shravanam. सब जगह से बैंड बजा हुआ था, फिर भी कृष्ण कथा सुन रहे थे. For us to hear Krishna Katha, what we need? First we will see. आज लेक्चर कौन दे रहा है मंदिर में? अच्छा ये दे रहे हैं क्या? कोर्टयार्ड में ही बैठती हूँ. करेक्ट? अपना कंडीशन रहता है, किसका सुनने का, किसका नहीं सुनने का. We have preferences, right? कौन बैटिंग को है? तेंदुलकर. हाँ देखते हैं. तेंदुलकर आउट, मैच खत्म. Because we are used to that, we think like that. Correct? We don't care if Tendulkar got out, some other fellow, poor fellow won the match for India. But I will switch off the TV because Tendulkar got out. Correct? So therefore, if we are focused on our outcomes, we will hear from anyone who is speaking Krishna Katha. This is called as taste, ruchi. Right? Remember all the stages of bhakti? Everyone remembers the stages of bhakti or forgotten? Quiz. Spot quiz abhi sabko. Because this is linked to whatever we are talking. Spot quiz. What is the first stage of bhakti? Gone. Those are the types of bhakti. What are the stages of bhakti?
Consistent in devotional service.
Okay, good try. First stage. Shraddha. याद नहीं गया? Okay, remember Shraddha Kapoor, okay? Remember. Shakti Kapoor का डाटा. श्रद्धा से ही शक्ति मिलेगी. शक्ति मिलेगा. I don't know whatever. So Shraddha. Okay, now everybody will remember next class. कुछ भी भूल जाओगे लेकिन ये नहीं भूलोगे आप. That's why I told these examples. Why do you think I give Bollywood examples? Because of this only. समझ में ही नहीं आता है तो कुछ याद नहीं रहता. Right? Shraddha. Shraddha means what? Lose faith. थोड़ा सा भगवान के ऊपर faith. That's the first step in bhakti. Second stage is sadhu sanga. Notes बगैर देख के बोलिए. अभी तक फोन अ फ्रेंड आया नहीं है. Okay. Shraddha, then sadhu sang. Sadhu sang means with faith. What do we do? Not sit at home. भगवान के ऊपर पूरा श्रद्धा है. हम लोग ना ये मंदिर जाने में विश्वास नहीं करते हैं, हम घर में ही बैठते हैं. बहुत श्रद्धावान लोग हैं हम लोग. नॉनसेंस. कुछ नहीं होगा आपका, कुछ नहीं होगा. घर में बैठो, खुद को सेल्फ सर्टिफिकेट दे दो, यमराज आएंगे और सुमड़ी में लेके जाएगा. करेक्ट? सो ये सब बकवास है. If you have Shraddha, do something practical. What is a practical step? Shraddha, then what do? With that Shraddha, you associate with saintly personalities. Satsang karo. Associate with saintly personalities. Second stage. So Shraddha, then Sadhu Sangha. You are not allowed to answer. Because he will answer. Husband is answering, hearing from wife. You are cheating. And you are also prompting. Okay? Okay. This is not that seal interview. Mother is telling, Hola beta. Mom shush, they say in the interview. Scholarship interviews. Okay? Alright. So, Shraddha, then second is Sadhu Sangha. Okay? In association of saintly personalities. हम लोग साधुओं से बहुत मिलते हैं, हम दर्शन करके आते हैं घर में. हो गया खत्म. साधु का दर्शन किया, ऐसा दंडवत किया और घर आया और बाद में टीवी देखने लगे. थर्ड स्टेप क्या है? साधुओं को सिर्फ देखना, सिर्फ निहारते रहो, उनको देखते रहो. हाँ, साधु है, साधु है, साधु है. अभी करना क्या है? स्टार्ट डूइंग भजन क्रिया. स्टार्ट डूइंग योर practical application of bhakti. So this whole whatever this practical application of bhakti is coming under which module? Because Shraddha to आप लोगों को है. Otherwise why you came here? You would have said, "Na, hey Bhagavad, you're like Mama. I know." Right? Or you would say, "I don't care. I don't care. It's all science, you know. I believe in science. The world will change. Scientists will improve the world along with politicians." Obviously, you think there is something supreme. You know there is something beyond that. That's why you are sitting here. तो थोड़ा श्रद्धा आपके पास है. उसके बाद आपने क्या किया? We are taking association of each other. Okay. Saintly personalities. And whose association are we taking? Who is the saintly personality? Whose association we are taking? Of Srila Prabhupada and Krishna. That is the association we are taking here. Right? यही सत्संग है. भागवतम के साथ बैठे हुए हैं. Right? Discussing this. तो थर्ड स्टेप व्हाट डू वी डू? यहाँ के सिर्फ मिलते हैं और जाते हैं. कैसे हो आप? सब ठीक ठाक है? अच्छा ठीक है. मड़े छो मड़ो छो मड़े छे मड़िए हाँ चौकस. नो, स्टोरी डजंट एंड देयर. इधर आके हम प्रैक्टिकली क्या करते हैं? भजन क्रिया. सो डोंट फॉरगेट ऑल दिस थिंग. श्रद्धा, साधु संग, भजन क्रिया. ये भजन क्रिया करते 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 क्या होता है? फोर्थ स्टेज क्या आता है? बुक में देख के बोला. अनर्थ निवृत्ति. What is anartha? Artha means what? That which has got some meaning. Anartham means what? That which has got which has got no value. Useless things inside our heart. What are the useless things inside our heart? Pride. Very good. Wow. PhD. You are all PhD pagal. No, PhD. And you can also say, आप पागलों का टीचर हो. महापागल. Okay. ठीक है. Okay. So therefore, anartha nivritti means what? As you, with this shraddha, when we associate with devotees and we practically start chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and studying Srila Prabhupada's books and hear Krishna Katha, what happens? क्या होता है? मैल निकला जाए. This detergent powder of the holy name, ऐसा मैल निकाले, अच्छा से अच्छा what? अच्छा से अच्छा मैल ना बैठ पाए. Something like that. क्या है? Nirma washing powder. Yes, right? The soul will become what? Doodh si safedi. It will become what? It will become as white as milk. No, I was not joking. I was joking. This is not from the scriptures. Okay, this is from the advertisement. Okay. So the soul will come back to its original state. What is the original state of the soul? Called as Satchid Anand. The soul's original pristine state is Satchidanand. Right? Right now the soul is not able to manifest that. वो दिखाई नहीं कर पा रहे. It's like saying I can run at 100 kilometers. Sorry, not 100. I can run at 20. कितना भागता है? Usain Bolt. What does he run? What's the highest speed humans can run? और चलो ठीक है 15 kilometers per hour. Or let's just say I can run at 15 kilometers per hour. But if someone puts a metal ball on my legs and ties it, can I run at 15? I can't. My natural ability is to run at 15. But because वो पागलपन है मेरे साथ, therefore I am not manifesting my true potential. My true potential of the soul is what? The soul is always pure. Sat Chit Anand. Eternal, full of knowledge and Anandamaya Abhyasa. Full of bliss. So वो अभी मजा नहीं आ रहा है. क्यों मजा नहीं आ रहा है भक्ति का? क्योंकि कचरा जमा हुआ है ऊपर. Correct? So what happens with Shraddha, when we associate with Sadhu Sangha, when we do Bhajana Kriya, then we go to the fourth stage which is called as, which stage are all of you in now? Honestly.
First.
You are all in fourth. अनर्थ निवृत्ति शुरू हो गया because already started the process of bhakti. श्रद्धा लेके घर में नहीं बैठे हो आप लोग. You came here, you associated with devotees. You are already doing that. So don't be hard on yourself. Sometimes you should get good marks also. Correct? So you are already doing bhajana kriya. How many of you are chanting even outside this program? So you are not doing. Right? Others will also eventually do. It's only a matter of time. You all will do it. Right? Krishna Kripa and our desire. Then he will arrange. Every day one round minimum. Right? So therefore, this bhajana kriya when you start doing, then what will happen? पूरा मैल निकल जाएगा अंदर. And what will happen? ये पूरा मैल निकलने से what will change? What will change? What will change? We will start developing good qualities. What will we start developing? Good qualities. I am telling you a simple example. Okay. Before bhakti, मुंह से क्या निकल रहा था? It's better not told here. गुस्सा आएगा तो you know what words will come out. Correct? But we have stopped saying those things. Right? पता ही नहीं चला कब निकल गया वो. We don't use those words. Right? Whatever was very natural for us to do. Because that was not our natural condition. That was our conditional stage. Now we are doing deconditioning. अभी सब निकल रहा है मैल, गटर में जा रहा है. As you keep chanting the holy names of the Lord, क्या हो रहा है? All the काला काला सूट मैल सब अंदर से निकल के सब जाएगा. It's like, what is that called as in medicine? What do you call that as? That process by detox process. Detox process, right? This is the detox process from pagalpan, right? So these are the 4 stages. Okay. ये जा तो याद रखना, आगे भूल गया तो भी. What are the stages? Anartha nivritti. Whatever is meaningless will go outside our heart. Okay. And then what will happen? Uske baad then one comes to the next stage which is called as nishtha. Nishtita bhakti. Which means you will not shake after that. You will be consistent in your practices of bhakti. Right? We will become what? Consistent. Daily, this time waking up. Daily, this time chanting. Daily, regular reading. Daily, regular hearing. Right? Daily doing some service to the Lord. This is called as what? Consistency. Right? What if you have a headache? Then you don't have to chant. True or false? True if we are still in Anartha Nivritti stage. False if we have already gone to Nishtha stage. Means what? Even if I am in the last stage of cancer, I will chant. I will chant and I will give up my life. Because there is notion of the soul never gives up life. The soul is always alive. Soul is only giving up the body. The soul is not dead. Soul cannot be killed. The person is always alive. It's just that the person has left this body. Right? So just continue the chanting wherever you go. And when a person who leaves the body chanting, where does that person go? Straight to Vaikuntha. Who is saying? Krishna is saying. Anta kale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita to Arjun that one who leaves his body, quits his body, remembering me at the time of death, immediately gets transported to my spiritual abode. So whatever practices we are doing now is to prepare our consciousness that jab pran tan se nikle, at that time, then we will be in Smaran. So right now what we are doing, we are practicing for that moment. Right? It takes a long time. It can be fast if we want to do it fast. But problem अपना क्या है? We are what? लातों का भूत. Correct? अपने को वो डीजल इंजन गाड़ी धक्का मार मार के ही जाता है आगे. Correct? पीछे से धक्का मार मार के भक्ति का गाड़ी goes ahead. No? This is like ambassador car. We had ambassador car. But the first car which my father bought and the last car which he bought. Ambassador. Okay. Full time it has to be 4 men have to push it. After that we sold it in scrap. Correct. Half the time we were tired. Better go in local train of Bombay and pushing that car, right? So therefore, but who pushes our car? Who pushes our car? Who pushes us? All of us push each other. That is why satsang is important. Nobody can say, हाँ यार कल मिलते हैं. I have decided not to come to the program. I have understood. I am going to sit at home and do bhakti. Is it possible? कुछ नहीं होगा. After some time, what will happen? Mind will say, चलो थोड़ा मस्ती मार, मजा मार के आते हैं बाहर जाके. बहुत किया तूने भक्ति अभी. Okay? And there is nobody to correct us, nobody to guide us. In such a situation, which child will study without supervision? Raise your hand nowadays. Which child will come and study? Mama, when is my study time, Mama? Can you tell me? Mama, please, Mama, tell me. No, I want to study time, Mama. Any child. No, हम लोग भी ऐसे ही है ना. Correct. Father is the child of man. What is it they say? Child is the father of man. Something like that. हम भी उधर से दूध पी के आए हैं ना, घाट घाट कर. अभी भी ऐसे ही है, right? We need what? धक्का. That is why we always have to be in the association of devotees. Therefore, the first practical application of Bhagavad Gita, there are 4 things you remember. A, B, C and D. What is the A stands for? Association. Association of devotees. B stands for what? Books. Spiritual books. Study books. C stands for chanting. And D stands for dosa. Yes, diet. Right? Which diet? Not diet Coke, diet Pepsi. Okay. Prashadam. Always honor Prashadam. Always eat only things which are offered to the Lord. And don't try to eat meat and other things which cannot be offered to the Lord. Eat sattvic ahar. Okay. And eat only prashadam. Not even sattvic ahar. Eat shuddha sattvic ahar, which is prashadam offered to the Lord. These are the 4. In one sense, these are if you forget everything, Shravanam Kirtanam bhi bhul gaye, to ye 4 yaad rakhna. A, B, C, D. A for not apple. A for association. This is what Prahalad was learnt in school. In this school, they say E for apple, B for Bollywood. Correct? But in Prahalad school, they told A for association, B for books, C for chanting, and D for diet. Okay, these are the 4 things. Okay. So on one level, remember that should be running in our mind. That A, B, C, D thing. Okay. Coming back. Okay, we have another 10 minutes only before we end for today. So we will start the thread of Shravanam now with this background, right? What is the connection? Why did I branch out? Which stage are we in now? 4th stage, which is called as Anartha Nivritti. Anartha Nivritti happens because we are doing Bhajana Kriya. And there are 9 types of Bhajana Kriya. Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nivritti. For that Anartha Nivritti to happen, we are doing what? Bhajana Kriya. In that Bhajana Kriya, the sub-routine program has come out now, and we are saying now there are 9 types of Bhajana Kriya. And first of that is what? Shravanam. Do you understand the thread now? Pura samajh mein aa gaya? Framework? ठीक है. Okay. So, Shravanam means what? Hearing. The best in hearing in scriptures is told who is the best in hearing? Parikshit Maharaj. Why? Because Parikshit Maharaj was told you have only 7 days to live. Okay. If we are told we have only 7 days to live, then God knows whether we will. In fact, now that we are devotees, obviously what a devotee will do? Immediately immerse in Krishna Katha. But outside world, what will happen? Oh, am I going to do this? Am I going to? That's how they will respond, right? Because they don't know what to do. They think they are finished. They think that existence is finished with death. But existence does not finish with death. Only the soul moves from this body to another body. Okay. Hopefully that is a human body, right? So a devotee knows that. So what devotee does? If a devotee has less time, what happens? Devotees told less time, they will do what is called as Tivra Bhakti. They get into what is called as intense Bhakti. They will only intensify their Bhakti. Not say that I have only few days. Okay. Like somebody said, how do you want to die? When I want to die, I want to see that sixer which Vivian Richards hit or something. Someone actually said this. Okay, one of the cricketers. That's why he wants to leave his body. Is that the perfection of life? Vivian Richard का सिक्सर देख के मरने का. Correct. Next lifetime what will happen? Ball बन गया. What is that song? घुंघरू की तरह बजता ही रहा हूँ. कभी इस पग में, कभी उस पग में. तो ऐसा बॉल बन के आया. Right. Okay. So therefore, but if we have good karma, we can become. What is that fellow? Dhoni.
Vivian Richard.
जो Vivian Richard. कर्मा भी चाहिए ना. Otherwise, without karma, desire means you will come not as Vivian Richard. You will come as something else. Okay. So therefore, Shravanam, when someone is told only 7 days you have to live, then what happens? Just, I don't want, may everyone live long. That's our prayer. Okay. But think really, if we are told we have only 7 days to live, what will we do? Will we be worried about it? No, income tax saving? Will we be worried about how I can get my Microsoft Azure certification and PMP certification?
Wheel का क्या होगा?
हाँ? Wheel का क्या होगा? Will का क्या होगा? Did I tell you about Lalaji story? Lalaji was in the deathbed. मैंने बोला है Lalaji का story. बोला है? Forgotten as usual. Poor performance from all of you. Okay. Lalaji, what happened? Lalaji पूरा टाइम बिजनेस का आदमी था, right? So what happened when Lalaji was dying? What happened? Lalaji had a big family, बच्चा, पोता, पोते का पोता, everybody was there. चुन्नू, मुन्नू, टुन्नू, everyone. So when Lalaji was lying on the deathbed, they brought the entire family to see Lalaji, and Lalaji was smiling. सब लोग मेरे साथ है, मेरा पूरा परिवार मेरे साथ है मेरे मृत्यु के समय. And then Lalaji became grave. क्यों? सब लोग इधर है तो दुकान में कौन है? Lalaji gone. This is called as what? लातों का भूत. सुधरेगा नहीं लालाजी. Correct? मरते वक्त भी दुकान में कौन है? And next lifetime again come back to this. This is called as attachment. More. This is how attachment. We get attached to our home, earth, family. ये सभी बांध के रखता है. Right? So 7 days to live means still people are like that. Right? Or the example that of one king, not king, one businessman. Okay, he was all the time businessman. पैसा बनाना है, पैसा बनाना है, पैसा बनाना है, business को बढ़ाना है, business को बढ़ाना है, business को बढ़ाना है. All the time यही विचार है उसका. Right? So the children became devotees. तो children said, बाप को सीधा करना पड़ेगा पड़ा. Right? कुछ तो करना पड़ेगा ना इनको. पूरा अटैक करते थे. Because the children became devotees. Right? So the children told us, Guru, संत जी आप भी कुछ कीजिए ना. So the sage said, मेरे पास एक idea है. So he took the businessman, this fellow, to the Shamshan Ghat. Where Shamshan Ghat में क्या होता है? Disco program होता है? What happens in Shamshan Ghat? Shamshan Ghat bodies are buried and everybody is, and then everybody is giving Agni, right? So he took to Shamshan Ghat. Okay, and he saw all bodies burning everywhere. And then the businessman said, now I have understood. So the children thought, Father, ठीक हो गया. क्या समझ लिया पापा आपने? देखा जन्म मृत्यु जरा विधियां. बोलते लकड़े का धंधा करना चाहिए. So इसको क्या कर सकता है इस आदमी को? We can't do anything. Right? बोलते ना मुल्ला की दौड़ मस्जिद तक. Right? Can't do anything to such a person. So therefore, not everybody is even fortunate. Prabhu ji, please take prashadam if you have to go. Take prashadam. Huh? Water. I shall take it. Okay. So if somebody has 7 days to live, automatically don't think that vairagya आएगा. नहीं आता है कुछ लोगों को. नहीं आता है कुछ लोगों को. I remember many years back, there was someone who was on the deathbed, fairly young person, but we went there and we started. I was reading. So we were doing a roster for that person. Doctors had said that he's going to go. So therefore, I was reading Krishna book to that person. Suddenly he stopped me. And he could not speak. He was in a stage where he can't speak. So he used to write chitti mein likh ke deta tha. So he wrote in a chit VB and gave it to me. And I was thinking, VB kya cheez hai bhai? I had no idea what is this. So I found out. I asked other devotees. No one knows what is VB. Then like that. And then finally I asked the doctor. He said, no, don't give him. I said, what is this? Victoria bitter. I had no idea what is BB. मुझे क्या मालूम BB क्या है? Correct? And then बोलता ये क्या है? वो बोलता है. The reason why he landed up in that state was that फिर भी बाज ना आया, तभी भी चाहिए उसको, right? और मैं पढ़ रहा हूँ, I am thinking मैं कृष्ण लीला पढ़ रहा हूँ उसके लिए, but still we do, because क्या होता है? That is why sometimes what happens, even if we don't. Okay, we have just 3 minutes to end. Mataji, we have started serving prasadam already?
Can I?
No, Mataji. They start coming, then you have to tell Yamuna Lila that 9 o'clock we will serve prasadam. Otherwise, फिर तो कल 8:55, फिर 8:45, anything will happen. Huh? Okay, but since they have come, so I'll end because I understand you can't send them back. Okay, so remember, so it is not automatically that this vairagya will come. Now, how that vairagya will come, we will discuss under the topic of Shravanam. We will discuss Shravanam in the next class in detail, and then we will move to the next component of Kirtan. Like that, 3 or 4 main components we will take. Okay? And after that, what we will do, we are going to have a different methodology in this class. I am going to hand out sheets to all of you. So we will all be doing exercises in the class. थोड़ा और मजा आएगा, right? Where you will participate, I will shut my mouth. Okay? Then you will say, अभी अच्छा, हाँ बंद हो गया इसका मुंह, ठीक है? All right? So we will all do more participative kind of a program, and then you will start studying the Bhagavad Gita. Actually, you will get involved in studies. You will get homework. Don't bunk the class. Okay? You will get homework. Okay? We will embark on this sweet journey. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. महाप्रसादे गोविंदे मो ब्राह्मणे वैष्णवे स्वल्प पुण्यवतम राजन विश्वासो नैव जायते शरीर विद्याजाल जड़ेन्द्रियता है काल जीवे फैले विषय सागरे तारा मध्य जीवाति लोभो मैशु दुर्मति ताके जेता कठिन संसारे कृष्ण बड़ो दयामय कोरी बारे जीव जाय स्वप्रसाद ने दिलो भाई सेन अमृत पाव राधा कृष्ण गुण गाओ प्रेमे दाको श्री चैतन्य जय निमाय जय निताय जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। प्रभुपाद की जय।